Well, we just got done with an exciting game with Billy Hatcher, full of excellent levels. But now I think it's time to make our grand exit from that game. And move on to another Zelda game for the GameCube. Obviously. Alright. It's been a while since Ocarina of Time, huh? So, because I played Ocarina of Time as my first Zelda-related LP, naturally you would assume that Ocarina of Time is my favorite Zelda game of all time, right? Well, actually, no. That honor would have to go to this one. Hey, paisanos! This is SternGamer23, and welcome to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker! The original for the GameCube, not the HD remake. I'll get to that one someday. So anyway, this game came out in December 2002 in Japan, but we North Americans didn't get it until March 2003, so I consider that close enough to being 20 years old. So yes, Billy Hatcher is not the only blonde boy hero who will be saving the day this year. We also have Toon Link in order to save the day. Okay, so it's on from egg rolling to a high seas adventure. So let's get started. Okay, so yeah, as you can tell, these are my old gaming files, which were each named Link respectively. I haven't completed one of the files, and this one right here is a second playthrough waiting to happen, but I think I'm just gonna start over fresh. Okay, so let's see. I'll go ahead and erase this one. Sad to see I've completed Game Go, but I want to start over fresh. Okay, so erase this one back from 2009. Man, I feel old just knowing that, and a gaming file from 2015. So yeah. But yes, we're starting over a new file. Okay, so I might as well just. I'll probably hold on to that one, but anyway, let's start over fresh with a new game file. Alright, so what should I name myself? Well, I named myself Scooter in Ocarina of Time, but I think this time around maybe I'll choose Scooty, because it rhymes with booty. Alright, so we begin with a little prologue. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. ... Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. The reason why it's called The Legend of Zelda, I do not know, but that's another story. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Thanks a lot, Zelda. You sent Link back to the past when the future should have kept him. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. Ominous, wouldn't you say? The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. I like his pose there. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage, like the hero of legend. So, thus begins our tale on Outset Islands, a remote island in the southern Great Sea, where a young girl is calling for her brother. Big brother! She walks along the sand to shout even louder, Big brother! She looks through her spyglass, but still doesn't know where he is. He's asleep on top of the watchtower, of course. Big brother! what is she doing just spying on him from that close? Get up, you lazy bum. It's a special day for you, don't you know? She just pulls a Batman out of nowhere. Yeah, stretch those muscles. I knew you'd be here. This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the skulls, I call it Ariel's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? His eyes were just like meme material. Big brother, it's your birthday! Alright, happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was a birthday so we could party too. That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Okay, so we begin a whole new Zelda adventure with Scooty. Wait, come on. Down the ladder. Climb down. Down we go. Do this daily, you'll beef up your calves and your biceps. Just a good endless ladder to climb down and climb up of. Okay, so there's no real rush, so let's stop and talk with some of the locals. Hoi, Scooty! What's that? Today's your birthday? Well, congrats, buddy! Are you that old already? Wow, time just flies by, doesn't it? You blink and poof! There goes a year. Man, don't I know it. Don't I know it. Why, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day, but look how tall it's gotten already. Say, do you want to try cutting it, Scooty? You'd be surprised at the things people drop in the grass. It's fun. It's like a treasure hunt. Except, you're gonna need some kind of grass cutting tool if you want to cut the grass. That's just common sense, buddy. Yeah, common sense. Alright. I honestly love his... I wouldn't call it pajamas, but just like this lobster shirt. It just is a cool design, and also the wave pattern on the bottom and the cuffs. Never really bat an eye as a kid, but as an adult, I'm a seeker, and I'm a thrill seeker for the details. Okay.
Oi, Scooty! Hey, is it true that if you just have a little courage and run as fast as you can, then you can jump to that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me!
Alright, well... Indeed it is! Alright, so yeah, with a little courage... So yeah, the themes from Billy Hatcher do kind of, seep into this game. In fact, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly pictured Toon Link and Billy Hatcher teaming up as a kid. I don't know, it just... I'm not really sure how much they have in common, but I guess... And one's a Sega property and the other's a Nintendo property. But it just seemed like a really cool crossover idea. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, this guy's down on all fours. On the hunt. I just saw a wild pig! Ooh, see? Look! That black one there! Don't you see him? This is perfect! My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You ready to go grab it, Scooty? And I can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert about their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold R to crouch and tilt the control stick to crawl slowly up behind it. Slowly. You could also distract it with bait, I guess. Honestly, I think that's the better option. Just don't stand between something... Just... Don't stand between something a pig wants. It would really be unwise. Yeah, pigs are depicted in cartoons as like these cuddly creatures, but in real life, they can be pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. Alright. Jar Girl, I guess. That's what I'm gonna call you.
Oh, Scooty! Happy birthday! Hey, did your sister Ariel find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandmother is looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day, and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head like me, so she could help your grandma with chores. So, if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar and press A to carry it. To put the jar down, she just has to press R. Can you tell her that for me?
Alright. So yeah. Passing it on from one sibling to another. Ooh, what's it? Hey, Scooter! Press L right here, and use A to talk to me. Try it! Okay. Speak. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just L-targeted me. You see, when you press L, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press L to face forward, you know. It's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use L targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. What a peculiar word, myriad. Should probably go look up a dictionary just to find out what that means. Whatever. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. Okay, Okay, so yeah, an old man telling a little boy to come into his room. I don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah, I don't want to sully this game with just those dirty thoughts. Okay, so... Alright. Look at the brain on this little midget. You could really put the brain from Pinky and the Brain to shame. You're growing up, Scooty, which means you're going to need as much wisdom as you can get from this point forward. And if you want to be wise, you must first know things. Now, I was born before you, so I know all sorts of things. Yes, I've been studying all manner of topics for many years now. Now I can tell you're a smart lad. Lately, I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down, and I think you're the one I'm going to pass it down to. Count yourself lucky, lad. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly, and before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. It's not the only thing about you that's odd. Where did you get those glasses? Just... Are they spirals, or just... Well, anyway. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know. And here we go, favorite part. You don't go piss me off! Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dreaded hooligan! Watch your blood pressure, Gramps. You'll have a stroke at that rate, and there's no hospital for miles. Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day, the lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No! The brain's a muscle too, I think. It's honestly just an organ. Technically, it's an organ. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot. As if that's any use. As if that's any use to anyone. Blech. Sorry. Having a hard time getting words out of my mouth. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Well, you never know. Just putting that out there. Exercising the brain's good too, but you wanna exercise some good martial arts skills just in case. Never know if you might run into stranger danger, especially nowadays. Alright, safe. Okay, so this just basically goes over the basics, blah blah blah. So, don't want to waste too much time, so I'll just speed read through this, I guess. So there's 1 point lessons. Lesson 1, the energy of life. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. To become stronger, one must first know oneself. The heart in the upper left shows one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancier way to describe it would be to call it a life gauge. As one experiences trials and hardships in life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will decrease. At such times, it may be possible to replenish one's health by cutting grass and finding hearts. Okay, next! So there's 1 point lessons. Lesson 2. Do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one energy, and eventually one will sink. Watch the round icon in the bottom right while in the water. This is one's swim timer. One should be sure to get back to shore before one's swim timer runs out. If one doesn't, I can't be responsible for what happens next. You drown, dumbass. Okay, lesson 3, the great map of life. As one is often hasty and acts without thinking when young, it's easy to get lost on one's way. It is as confused signs such as this that one must refer to his or her area map in the lower left. The yellow arrows such shows one's current location. Enlarge the map with right or hide the map with left. The up and the top right portion of the area map indicates wind direction. Always remember that the wind blows in the direction of the arrow. Always. Okay, lesson 4. Material goods. The more things one tries to experience in life, the more experience-related belongings one tends to gather. And of course, with those belongings comes a need to keep track of them and keep them in a good order. One needs only to press start pause to see the items he or she has obtained. Item screen contains the items the player can set to use with Y, Z, and X. Quest status screen for its parts contains vital items related to one's quest. It's possible to switch between these two screens by pressing L and R. Okay, so, yeah, speed reading. Lesson 5! How not to regret the things one fails to do in life. A very important lesson. Especially for real life. There are many things one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. The easiest way not to forget things one wanted but failed to do is save. To do is... While one may feel invincible and wish to continue one's quest, one never knows when disaster or calamity may strike. If one's life energy is extinguished before one has a chance to save, then one's life will have been lived in vain. It's a shame to regret the deeds one has failed to accomplish in life. Press start, pause, and you save on either the item screen or the quest status screen. Okay, so yeah. A lesson that reflects... That even reflects real people. No regrets. Okay, lesson 6. Improving human relations. To improve one's relations with one's fellow beings, one must be outgoing and press A to speak to all people one meets. When one opens one's heart to others, others will open their hearts in return and offer wisdom on many important things. If the person's advice is strange or cannot be understood, one should not feel shy. One should simply ask the person to repeat the statement by pressing A again. More often than not, if one's asked politely, a person will say the same thing over and over again until the meaning is clear. Okay, so you get it the first time, you probably don't want to hear it again. So, lesson 7. Knowing one's own abilities. To improve one's life, it is wise to watch A and R calmly whenever one comes across a person or an object. By doing so, A and R will pass along wisdom regarding how one can best interact with that person or object. To know one's own abilities is to know one's limits. Okay, so yeah, just A and R. You see the crouch. And, okay, so yeah, you speak with A, and yeah, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, lifetime knowledge all for you, blah blah blah. Just... Harsh, man. He's maybe a hooligan, but he is still your brother, so... Okay, where was I? Okay, lesson 8. Changing perspective leads to success. The young often assume that they can see all that is before them, but sometimes they are missing out on a grander view. By using the C-stick to change perspective, one can find oneself gazing upon sights and discoveries one never expected to see. Once one has seen all there is to see around oneself and determined an appropriate course of action, it is wise then to use L and take action. Get things at eye level, one should stop in one's tracks, press L, and tilt the C-stick up. Okay, last 2. I am so sorry for those of you who have to wait for me to grudge through this, but I'm just super OCD. Lesson 9. A fool and his rupees are soon parted. It is commonly known that he who makes poor use of his rupees will have a hard life. In order to fully enjoy a long life, it is wise to gather rupees early and often. Alright, so yes. Save. Preferably Scooty should develop life savings bonds. The earlier the better. He'll thank himself at retirement stage. Lesson 10. Becoming the champion of life. Learn all there is to learn in lessons 1 through 9. And no matter what happens, do not give up, do not complain, and do not stay up all night playing. Well, for those of you who require sleep, that's mandatory, but you're a video game character, so sleeping is not advised. Especially if there's a game involving a huge moon that's about to crash into the Earth in 72 hours. Gotta make the most of every single hour. Okay, so, we're getting close to Grandma's house. There's just one last little thing to... What? Ew! 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 Wait. Somebody give this boy a tissue stat! Ew. Ew. Oh, it's moving! Oh, that's super gross.
And your grandma was calling for you, Scooty. And so was my mom.
Yeah, and so sure. Yeah, she's calling to you to wipe your freaking nose. Seriously. Okay, so... Ew. Yeah, gross. Alright, so... Got ourselves... a lady in a pig pen.
Today's your birthday, isn't it, Scooty? Well, how nice for you. I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I? Well, to tell you the truth, I could congratulate myself, too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was actually thinking of getting a pet and keeping it here. The boys would really like that, for sure. Boys love pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. What do kids like these days? Listen, Billy, if you see any good pets around, be a lamb and just bring them one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we?
I'm just assuming that it's because this island is in the south, they all have southern accents. I mean, this basically is the boonies of the Great Sea, I guess. Well, not quite that, but this is a very low-tech island, and the natives here are well, okay, I'm just shutting up about that. Okay, I forgot the hooligan brother from downstairs. I know this part's taking longer than necessary, but bear with me. Okay, the old man pushing the shark. Scooty, is that you? If I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero. When did you get so old? When did you get so old? What are you talking about? You must build strong muscles from now on. Strong muscles. You have come at the perfect moment. I was just trying my rolling attack. Allow me to teach it to you. Are you ready? Just run as fast as you can and then press A. That is how you perform a rolling attack. If you think you understand, then try to roll into the wall. Go on, young one. Okay, so yeah. You weren't rolling, you were pushing this shark right here with gusto, like so. And there he goes. Knocking down his priceless possessions again.
Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dreaded hooligan! Again!
Ah, my brother upstairs is very high-strung. His is the way of knowledge. He locks himself in his room and studies all day. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Or sturgeon, in this case. He is quite wise, but with that big head of his, he is hardly accommodating. I can't imagine why. On top of it all, he is so very feeble. At times I'm ashamed to call him my brother. Polar opposites, huh? Oh, I can't say I blame you. But enough of that, Scooty. I sense the natural talent that beats in your veins. But you need more than talent to make it in the world today. You must also be bold. And to that end, I shall teach you the art of swords play. What say you? Do you wish to practice your skills with the sword? Well, I've got to go to my grandma's house, but sure, why not? Let's make it quick. Okay, so yeah. His pajamas, no less. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. Alright. Good! Keep coming at me until you hear me say, very good! Alright, hack away at his spear. Very good. Next is a vertical slice. Hold L to target me, then press B. Alright. Keep swinging! Alright. Keep swinging that blade until he shouts uncle. Or grandpa. I honestly, for all I care. Very good! Next is the thrust. L targets, then tilts control stick up and press B. Come at me! Thrust with your sword! Come at me, bro! As the kids would say. Very good! Keep thrusting! I actually watched the Game Grumps episode and that just sounds so wrong. Just with them just making fun of that. Good! That is enough! It is as I foresaw. One day you shall become a master of the sword, but it is still too soon to give you a sword to carry around with you. I'm afraid I cannot give you one yet. If I did give you one, I am certain your grandmother would be quite upset with me, and I do not need that. But, if for any reason you feel you need more training, then come see me again. Okay, so... yeah, in the future, we're... oh, wait a minute. There was one last little thing I forgot to pinpoint for future reference. And then we're gonna go straight to Grandma's house. Mark my words. Okay, so just look at that. What's that? That knight's crest? Does that intrigue you, young one? It is still too early to discuss such things with you. But if you happen across 10 of those, show them to me. Then I can tell you what they are and what they do. But I will only speak if you get 10 of them. Okay, so just keep those things in mind. Just 10 belts. Someday we shall obtain those and come back. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on with the main plot by visiting Grandma's house. Okay, so nice little humble home you have right around here. And yeah, nice little pictures on the wall with flowers and Scooty and Ariel. I don't really know how to pronounce her name. I just assume it's pronounced Ariel, like from The Little Mermaid. Okay. So, climb up the ladder. Grandma, you up here? Yep, she's here. Okay, so she has your clothes ready.
I've been waiting for you, Scooty. Hi, Scooty. Try these on.
Okay, so...
time suddenly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes.
This expression is just like,
I don't want to try these on, Grandma. They're too uncomfortable.
you got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather.
Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies.
So basically kind of like a bar mitzvah kind of a deal. Okay.
But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as a decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Yeah, Grandma, I suppose. Isn't that nice, Scooty? They fit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now go get your sister Ariel.
So yeah, iconic green garb. Okay, so I think we've spent enough time here, so I think we'll continue on and maybe help out with a couple of chores in the next parts, and then we'll go see Ariel and see what she's got to say. Okay, so yeah, it's a nice start to the Wind Waker. I'm super looking forward to getting into this game. It's a long one to 100%, but I really think you'll enjoy it. So, we shall continue our birthday expedition in the next part. Some serious things are about to go down. Obviously, it's a Zelda game. You've got to have some exposition. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be much appreciated. Until next time on The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, this is ToonGamer23, signing out. Oh, I was wondering what Link was looking at. Just Jar Girl over here. She actually does look kind of cute. I mean, for a cel-shaded cartoon, that is. I'm shutting up now.